welcome to Chicagoland Speedway. We're here with the Bonfire Premier Cup Series. As we are getting underway in qualifying, Sean Cheeseman currently out on track in the number 76. There's the 10 of Chris Landrum. Haven't heard that name in a very long time, but he is here once again. Kevin E. Bullock, winner earlier this season, the number 40 car. The number 20, John Gallagher in the 928 car. He's had some good performances. Let's see if he can run up front as usual. The number 7 of Josh Puckett in the Nikon Chevrolet, looking to get win number 2 in his career here. And then the Pepto-Bismol Toyota Camry of Sawyer Guerra, who's been very, very consistent these last handful of races. So let's see how he does this week at Chicagoland. We should be able to have a good run here tonight, this morning, or whatever, as currently Kevin Bullock has the fastest lap in the number 40 car. And we're having some technical difficulties with our ticker, so just bear with us here as we try to get that all figured out. So I think we're going to keep it right in the middle, right there. Now it's only displaying people who are out on track right now, I do believe. However, Robbie Cheeseman going 6th on the board. So let's see if I can edit this. Okay. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay. Okay. So that just shows the fastest lap so far, as Kevin Bullock hitting a 29.989, Cheeseman with a 30.030, Landrum with a 30.53 or .053, Sawyer Guerra 4th on the board with a 30.080, Mike Harnish with a 30.096, pretty fast times up in the top. Robbie Cheeseman with a 30.104. And David Medina in the 9 car out right now. Number 9, Cowboys car. He won last week at Daytona. That'll conclude his qualifying as well. With a 30.076, that'll put him fourth on the board, right in front of Sawyer Guerra. As he is now coming down pit road. Michael Shore having a rough qualifying. The car is all bent up. And that is everyone on track there. Got 120 laps here at Chicago. We'll see how that will work. As now we wait for the green flag to drop. Racing is about to start here at Chicagoland. Big track, and it's gonna be a great race here this morning with the Bonfire Premier Cup. As the drivers are lined up at the start-finish line, getting ready to start pacing around the track. And then we will go green. And they're rolling now. The 40 of Kevin Bullock and Sean Cheeseman will take us to the green flag once they get rolling. Technical difficulties once more with our ticker here at Virtual Racing Network, and we apologize for that. And we are working to get it going once more. But we are ready to go green here at Chicago. Green flag is out, and they're racing at Chicagoland. As Kevin B. Block takes him into turn 1 and 2. 120 laps here tonight. Almost making it 3 wide right off the bat. Right in the green floor. The 10 of Chris Landrum trying to take second away from the 76, and he does. He is clear. He's looking to take the lead now from Kevin Bullock in the 40. And the field's checking up behind. It looks like they save it. Dennis Puckett might have been involved in that. No caution. And they're still green, so... as Bullock now takes them into the tri-oval, leading the race. Looks like they are slowing down. Caution has come out. As you can see, the lights are on the caution lights. That means caution. Don't worry about what you guys see on your screen right now. We are trying to get the stands in there. There they are. It is only showing the top 4 though for some reason. We are getting ready to go green once again here shortly. Once we get everything off the track, there might be some debris somewhere on the backstretch after that. Four laps completed so far at Chicagoland, and 120 of them in total. We are getting ready to go green. Pace lights are off of the pace car. Landrum trying to get his first win on the season. And Cheeseman trying to get his first win. But in the top 5, you see the number 12 car too. He's there. He could probably win this thing. Medina is going to restart P4. And we're ready to go green. Pace car's about to pull off. There it goes, diving down on the pit road. They're gonna bunch him up here. Green flag is back out inside line with a fantastic restart. Cheeseman giving the 40 car a great push. He's gonna go to his outside. Not quite able to get a run though, so we'll see what he gets out of turn number 2. He's there, he's on his outside. Side by side into 3 and 4 they go. Cheeseman has not yet won a race this season or last season. So we'll see how he can do this. 10 in the 76 all the way up the track with the 12 up to 3rd. Almost. Oh, loose goes Dennis Puckett in the 12. He saves it though. He's going to lose a ton of positions for him. Once again side by side, but this time Cheeseman has the inside line. He's going to get a huge run into 3 and 4. New leader, Sean Cheeseman, the 76. Looks like Josh Puckett may have made a little bit of contact with the outside wall out of turn 4. But it looks like he is okay as Medina now up to P4. With Marshall Scully and Josh Puckett battling for 5th. Down the backstretch they go into 3 and 4. Here comes Chris Landrum with a good run on the inside line, catching up to Kevin Bullock in the 40 car. Landrum trying to stick his nose in on the inside of the 40 car. He might have a run out of turn number 2. Not quite there. I'll have to see how he can get around him if he does. He's going to try the inside once more. Medina all the way down to the 8th. Good corner by him. Here they come out of turn 4 to complete the lap. And it's going to be Cheeseman still. 110 laps to go for the most part now. So we'll see how the rest of this race turns out. We still have a long race ahead of us. As they head down the backstretch, Bullock holding off Chris Landrum, who was always running up, and he's going to stick his nose in the inside of the 40. He's there. Huge run out of turn number 4. He's going to be on the inside of Cheeseman as well. They're going to be side by side in 1 and 2. With Landrum having the run out of turn 2. Into 3 and 4 now as they go into the corner. Landrum with the run on the inside. He's going to try to clear him off of turn number 4. There he goes to the bottom of the track. It looks like Cheeseman may be left, and there he goes. Landrum is now clear of Sean Cheeseman. Tim Hortons versus the Canadian car. Let's see who's going to get it. As they head into 3 and 4. Landrum still with the lead. And it looks like he's going to keep it for a good while to come in the number 10 car. Just something to note here, when Justin Gann, Landrum, and Cheeseman were all running, they were always 1, 2, and 3 respectively. But now Medina up to P number 3 in the number 9 car. He is looking for a good finish today. If he finishes ahead of Sawyer Guerra, he will be the points leader in the number 9. Medina, who is having a great season so far, he is doing good. He has a win under his belt. He won last week at Daytona. So we'll see if he can do it again here at Chicagoland. Now is Bullock now looking for 4th. Scully now up to 5th in the number 63 car. And the 946 looking for some position from Josh Puckett in the 70s. He could go to the inside. Side by side down the front stretch. The 7's going to be able to clear him. Battle up front now. Medina looking for 2nd from Sean Cheeseman in the number pretty sure 76 car there. And he's on his inside. Medina about to go to 2nd place here. She's been giving him room respectively out of turn number 4, still side by side. It's going to be a great battle between these two, and Landrum isn't really running away with it right now, but he is starting to pull away just a bit. Out of turn 4 they go. Landrum with a pretty big lead over 2nd place driver David Medina. Now, as he is only about 0.6 of a second back of Chris Landrum, and he has gained just a bit there as well. Interesting to see here. Definitely want to watch the intervals here as they're heading on to lap 18 of 120 of them. Definitely not a short race, but it'll be exciting for sure. As they head down the backstretch, Bullock looking to take Cheeseman on the inside, and he does it successfully. Barely clear of the 76, but he's going to slide up in front of him and take 3rd. Bullock up to P3. That's more positions lost for the number 76 car. And he might lose another here to Marshall Scully here shortly. She was only 0.4 of a second back, but Cheeseman's fighting hard on the inside. He is trying, but not doing it very successfully, sadly. And David Medina once again has caught up by a 10th to Chris Landrum. We could have a battle for the lead here very soon, folks. As there they go, headed down the backstretch into 3 and 4, out of turn number 4 and into the tri-oval. Landrum has a steady pace right now. He is holding off David Medina, who is only 0.4 of a second behind him. So we'll see how this one rolls. I don't know what happened there. Dennis Puckett not having a great start to the race. He got loose a handful of laps to go. Hasn't been able to really recover since. Meanwhile, up front, Medina is battling for the lead, but we have the battle for 3rd. As it looks like the ticker has disappeared once more, and it's back. We are more technical difficulties right now with this ticker, so we do apologize for that. Don't really know why we're having so many issues with it. But that is your current top 6 here. We're on lap 24 right now. Medina running higher, and it looks like he's getting very tight off the corners. I don't know if he's trying to get tight or what, but he is lost 0.2 of a second there that lap. Chris Landrum leading his first laps of season 3. He has a great pace. He's up front. This is where he wants to be. And there's no Justin Gann in sight. I'm pulling away now from David Medina in the number 9 car. The 10 of Chris Landrum, Truck Series driver. That's where he usually runs his races here in the Bonfire Premier Cup. Well, Bonfire Racing League. As Chris Landrum still leads the race here. He only has 3 career starts in the Premier Cup. Not yet having a win though. So we'll see if he can get her done this morning. However, if we look at the Truck Series, in 8 starts, who still does not have a win. So this very well could be his first Bonfire Racing League career victory. As he is now crossing the line to complete lap number 28. We'll be right back after this short little break. Welcome back to Chicagoland Speedway. Chris Landrum still out front with a 0.7 of a second lead over David Medina. Everyone has spread out. They're roughly, I'd say, 10-15% into the race with 31 laps completed. Chris Landrum crosses the line to start lap 32. Pit strategy could be a huge role in today's race. I don't really know when they will be pitting But I'd imagine they'd be using their first set around lap 40, lap 50. Depending on how well they save. Chicagoland can be pretty tough on tires. As we'll go on board with David Medina. Medina, who's been having a good run. Up in second, one last week. We'll see what he can do once they get back on fresher tires here. Here's a big overlay of the track. You can see them now heading into 1 and 2. Pay attention to the right side of your screen. And coming out of turn 2 now, there's Chris Lander. There's about a pretty big gap between everyone here. So we'll see how that plays out. As it looks like Kevin Bullock might be catching up a few seconds here on David Medina. Looks like Medina has used up all of his stuff. So we'll see what he does. There's number 9, Cowboys car, up close and personal for you Cowboys fans. Beautiful paint scheme. And the number 10, Tim Horton's car, is still leading here at Chicagoland Motor Speedway. A little smoke coming from the rear end of the 10 car. But it looks like we might have a battle shaping up here soon between second and third place drivers David Medina and Kevin Bullock in the 9 and the 40 cars. Kevin has caught up big time to the number 9. So we'll see what he can do in the number 40 car as they head it into 1 and 2 out of turn 2. Down the backstretch they go. 5 car lengths, about maybe 4 or 5, I'd say. Bullock all the way down to the bottom of the raceway as they head into 1 and 2, trying to catch up to David Medina, not quite able to. See what he tries to do, if he's just going to try to keep it safe, or if he's going to try to get some more points. There's 1 point difference separating Sawyer Guerra and David Medina for the points lead. And believe it or not, we're pretty much almost halfway through the season. As they head back into 3 and 4. Or 1 and 2, sorry. He's caught up about half a car length in the past handful of laps. Huge run in 3 and 4. Able to keep it nice on the bottom. He's narrowed it down to about maybe 1 car length. We'll see what happens here as they head into 1 and 2. David Medina in the number 9. Looking to go back to back for the second time in his career. He did it last season. See if he can do it again. Bullock still trying to make up ground now. He's struggling a bit more than he was a handful of laps ago. With Chris Landrum having almost a 2-second lead over the number 9. Chris Landrum is just cruising around at this point. saving tires and saving everything he can. Kevin Bullock trying as hard as he can to catch up to the number 9. He has not yet gotten there. Actually, I'm pretty sure he's been losing ground for the past few laps. That's not good for the number 40. We very well could see some pit stops here shortly from all the drivers. It looks like Medina actually caught up 0.3 of a second, but is now losing that time. Just 1/10 loss there. And 0.2 gain. So we'll see. So there's another 10th gain. He's about to be under a second back. So he just gained 0.3 on the leader there as they head into 1 and 2. Let's see if he gains on him again. There's another 10th gained. Now Medina less than a second back of your race leader, Chris Landrum. He's actually going to lose 0.2 right there. And it looks like Chris Landrum going into pit. So that'll leave David Medina, your race leader. Right behind him, Kevin Bullock, Nathan Maurer. That's your top 4. It's Chris Landrum going to 4th. And Ryan Twinham going to 4th now in the 946. David Medina back to the race lead here at Chicago. We'll see how he can do and when he will pit. Landrum pitted on his own, so we'll see how that will affect him. As Sawyer Guerra now moving up to P4 in the number 54 car. And David Medina now going down the pit road. He is going to get some fuel and tires. Kevin Bullock is now your race leader in the number 40 car. Medina pit road. He'll move down a few spots. Sawyer Guerra up to 2nd. Looks like Medina and Twinham have pitted. And there goes Kevin in the 40 car going down pit road. The 54, Sawyer Guerra staying out. Nope, never mind. There he comes. Cheeseman flies by. He's currently running P10th. Tons of seconds back. He's up to P6 now. We'll see what happens once they get back to the board. Or back to the line. There's Dennis Puckett in the 12 Ford Mustang. Everyone in the pits there. There's Marshall Scully in the 63 Chevrolet Camaro. There's the one, David Medina in the number 9. We are once again having technical difficulties with the ticker. and it's back up now. David Medina in 9th. Cheeseman, Nathan Maurer, and David Buell. He is here. He hasn't made a start since Daytona last season. Not who I expected to see. There's Josh Puckett in the number 7 car. He has improved greatly since I first saw him racing. And it looks like we almost had a car sideways there. Unless I'm just seeing things. Oh, Dennis Puckett into the infield grass. I don't think that car is made for off-roading. Looks like he'll keep it going though. There's your race leader, the 76 of Sean Cheeseman. Running up front with nearly a 3-second lead over Nathan Maurer. There in front of him is the 07 of Michael Shore. As they head into 1 and 2. .52.5 laps completed here at Chicagoland. We'll see how this race finishes up, because it's going to be interesting for sure. Sean Cheeseman is your race leader here this morning. We're going to go ahead and cut to a commercial break, and we'll be right back with you guys. Welcome back to Chicagoland Speedway. Sean Cheeseman's still your race leader, but Nathan Maurer has caught up and is almost just about 2 seconds back in the number 5 939 car. 58 laps completed here. Just about halfway home for these drivers who are racing here this morning. Sean Cheeseman, he's had a great past season and current season as well. Very competitive driver, just hasn't been able to tie it all up yet. Go ahead, check the standings once more. Cheeseman third in the points, 13 points behind David Medina, 14 points behind the leader, with 4 races, 1 top 5, 4 top 10s. But Sawyer Guerra, he's gotten a top 5 every single race so far. So we'll see how he can do this morning. But so far, it's not looking good. But he is in P4 as of right now. Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure Medina's just outside of the top 5. Halfway home here at Chicagoland. It's been a great race so far. We have, sadly, already half of the race left to go. Cheeseman has never won a race before in the Bonfire Premier Cup. The Canadian. He has 4 starts this season. And his best finish so far is 6th. And that was at Daytona last week, where he led 11 laps. And before then, his highest was 7th, where he led 3 laps at Kentucky. We'll see how many laps he can lead so far. I'm pretty sure it's already past 11. He's had a good car every single race this season, so we'll see how he can do. Last season, Cheeseman finished 10th in the standings with the highest finish of 2nd at Dover. And last season, his highest race led was 19, and that was at Daytona. So I'm pretty sure he's past 19 as well. Let's go ahead and check season 1. He finished 18th in the standings, made 3 starts, and his highest finish was 3rd. So this is statistically so far Cheeseman's best race to date. Pretty sure he's led almost 20 laps, but here comes Nathan Maurer, a fast and good competitor. Only a handful of about a second back in the number 939 car. Cheeseman coming to lap 66 now. Nathan Maurer, 9/10 of a second behind your race leader. With Chris Landrum back into the top 3, he is 4.3 seconds back. And he is with Sawyer Guerra as well. No, I take that back. He is just 4.5. He is the same distance back as Chris Landrum is. But Sawyer Guerra is almost 10 seconds behind the race leader. Meanwhile, Nathan Maurer now almost half a second behind. He's catching up quick. We'll see if he can hold off Nathan. Nathan has a fast car right now. He is in a groove, so we'll see what happens here with just about 50 laps to go. Sawyer Guerra holding on to 4th, Chris Landrum 3rd, Nathan Maurer 2nd, and Sean Cheeseman leading. We very well could see a late race restart shake everything up. We'll probably see people pit again around 80 to 90. Maybe even lap 100. And push for the last 20 or so laps. Heading into 1 and 2. Cheeseman looking strong. But Nathan looking stronger, as he is now just about 2/10 of a second behind. down the front stretch, cross the line to complete lap 69. Nice. As we're coming to 50 to go at the line, with Nathan Maurer right on Cheeseman's tail. Chris Landrum not really catching up right now. He's probably saving his stuff for later in the race. Nathan Maurer almost tried to take his inside, but he wasn't able to. As they head into 3 and 4, we have a battle for the lead, folks. And across the line to go, 50 to go now. We'll see what happens in these next 10 or so laps. Nathan, he wants to lead the race. He needs to lead the race if he wants the win. Heading down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Nathan Maurer now looking to take the race lead on his inside. Not quite able to get a run. Will he dive low? He's going to go high. No run, though. He's not going to dive bomb him into 1 and 2. He's going to be patient. Just a 1/10 of a second back. Huge run in 2. No run down the backstretch, but I think he has his nose in there. He does. And Nathan Maurer now is going to take the race lead here on lap 72. As now they're heading into 1 and 2. Cheeseman now fighting back on the inside, trying to get the race lead back. Heading down the backstretch, there they go. "74 laps completed." Very shortly we are coming to 45 laps remaining. As Twinham now up to P5 in the number 946 car. He's having a great first career race with the Bonfire Premier Cup. Cheeseman obviously slower than Nathan Maurer as he is starting to fall back. It's Chris Landrum now up to P number 3. We'll see how far back he is. And there he is. And Sawyer Guerra 4th, Ryan Twinham 5th. David Medina running P6 right now. Medina's going to get a bonus for leading a lap. But Sawyer so far 2 spots ahead of him, so pretty sure if this is how they were to finish, I'm pretty sure Sawyer would still keep the points lead, but it would still be close. As Chris Landrum currently 4.2 seconds back from your race leader of Nathan Maurer, with Sawyer Guerra 9.7 seconds and now 10. Nathan Maurer winning the first BRL road course race earlier this season, winning at the Charlotte Roval. He's looking to get his second win on the season, and if he does, that would break the chain of having different winners every race so far this season. The season opener was won by Justin Gann, race 2 by Kevin Bullock, race 3 Nathan Maurer, in race 4 David Medina. So we'll see what happens. Will we have a repeat winner for the first time this season, or will Chris Landrum be able to catch up in time and ultimately take the win? And the ticker is back up for you guys. I don't know why it's doing that. But there they go, as they're coming to lap 80 now. 40 laps to go next time by. Landrum 4 seconds back. As Nathan Maurer catching up to some lapped traffic in his windshield. As the 07's all the way up the track, giving him all the room he needs. "40 laps to go here at Chicagoland. Nathan Maurer still leading the race here this morning. We've had a few different leaders. I don't know what that was. As we're heading back into the front stretch, Maurer still leading here. Cheeseman 3.5 seconds back. With actually no, Landrum now taking the second spot. Like Sean Cheeseman has fallen all the way back. Sawyer Guerra now up to third, with Chris Landrum not that far behind your race leader. Sawyer Guerra now just going out of the turn 4. 54 car is fast. He's in third right now, with Medina up to 5th. Josh Puckett is going to take the 6th position. It looks like Cheeseman has just gone down the pit road, because you saw him there coming out there. Nathan Maurer still to the point. As we're edging 90 laps completed. And there goes Nathan Maurer now down pit road, with Chris Landrum going to take the race lead. There he is in the number 10 car, once again to the point. Sawyer Guerra now running second in the number 54 Pepto-Bismol Toyota Camry. Kevin Bullock in the 40 taking away the spot from the 07 car. And Landrum is back to the point, and he is leading once again here at Chicago. Sawyer Guerra, Ryan Twinham, and David Medina are your top 4. With Landrum slowing down. Not gonna pit. Landrum hasn't made a start in a couple of months. I do believe. Hasn't been since maybe October since he last started. There's Cheeseman in the background in the 76 on fresh tires. And he's going to try to get his lap back here. There he goes, diving under the number 10. The 76 is on fresh tires. Chris Landrum is not. Therefore, the 76 is just going to fly away like a little bird. Cheeseman made the attempt to go down pit road first, so we'll see how that plays out in his favor or not in his favor. It could very well work out either way. As now Chris Landrum coming across the line to start lap 89. Sawyer Guerra 5 seconds away from the race lead. Meanwhile, Sean Cheeseman now is up to P6, or P4, sorry. 30 seconds back. But he is catching that time up very quickly, as he is currently 28.6 and now 28.2. So we'll see how he manages that. If he can catch up, take the race lead, that'd be awesome. But he is currently 10 seconds away from P3. It looks like Chris Landrum accidentally downshifted there. I don't know what that was. And here comes Nathan Maurer now, trying to get his lap back as well. He's going to play catch up with the number 76. There it goes, right on the outside. Clean pass by Nathan Maurer. Good job. We have 30 laps remaining in the race. Chris Landrum, there he goes, down pit road. He is off the track. Oh, Landrum a little sideways. And Sawyer Guerra now to the race lead in the number 54 car. Not the greatest entry from the number 10. That is definitely going to slow him down a lot. Well, we'll see if Sawyer Guerra comes down pit road, because I don't think he has yet. He's staying out. He stayed out about maybe 7 or 8 laps longer than Sean Cheeseman, who is now only 19.3 seconds back from the 54 car. Catching up to some lap traffic in front of him. Looks like that is the number 12 of Dennis Puckett. And there goes the 54 of Sawyer Guerra down pit road. And right behind him, Ryan in the 946 car as well. Meanwhile, all these other drivers are very far back. There's gonna be your new race leader, Sean Cheeseman. He's gonna cross the line, and he is now your race leader. Can he hold off Nathan Maurer once more? I think that was John Gallagher you guys saw, not Nathan Maurer, and that is correct. Although Nathan Maurer is right behind John Gallagher. So now Sean Cheeseman looking to get his first career victory with just about 25 laps remaining here in the race. Nathan Maurer 3 seconds back of your race leader with lap traffic in between them. The 76, Sean Cheeseman, was the first driver to pit. We're heading on to 96 laps completed. Hearts are racing. Drivers are racing. Nathan Maurer is catching up very fast. We'll see what happens here. We'll go ahead, go on board with sorry about that. And actually, Nathan Mauer's kind of stuck behind John Gallagher. .3 seconds back is the 939 car. Nathan Mauer, he's had a good race. Oh. And second place driver David Medina. Well, now third place driver, or fourth place driver. Third place driver Chris Landrum is right there in front of David Medina, who I believe does not have enough time to catch up. And I still apologize for the tickers. I don't know what is going on with them today. But we are coming to lap 100 now. 20 laps remaining next time by. Can Sean Cheeseman hold on for another 20 laps? As John Gallagher about to get around the number 76 car. He'll let him by here, but at the same time, he does not want to lose time to Nathan Mauer, who is now 2 seconds back, losing a bit of time. Cheeseman running the high side, losing tons of time to the number 939 of Nathan Mauer that lap. Don't know if he just had a bad entry or what, but Nathan Mauer is very, very close. We still have 18 laps to go. S 18 now, laps to go, I forgot. 17 to go at the line. Can Sean Cheeseman hold him off? So far, the odds are not in his favor. It is not looking good for the number 76 car, as Nathan Mauer is catching up to the number 76. If there's anyone who deserves the win this morning, it would be Cheeseman. He has been very competitive week in and week out, but just hasn't been able to tie it all together. So we'll see if he can do it this morning, as Nathan Mauer hasn't gained any time in the past 3 laps. Chris Landrum over 15 seconds back. I'd say he's out of it. Same with Sawyer Guerra, who's running P4 right now. Having a great race. Cheeseman pulled away just a little bit there, but Nathan caught that time right back up. Cheeseman needs to hold on for just 15 more laps. 15 laps to go here at Chicago. Cheeseman's in his groove. He's getting groovy now. He is holding his line, having good runs. A little high in 3 and 4 though. All the way down to the bottom of the racetrack. Nathan Maurer gained 0.2 of a second that lap. The smallest mistakes will matter. Once again, going a little high, but he gets it low. Nathan Maurer 0.7 of a second back. Cheeseman is trying to get his first career victory. He has not yet been this close to it. He can taste it from here. As we are coming to 10 to go, next time by. Cheeseman is still in the race lead. Nathan Maurer is inching closer and closer to getting his second win this season. There's another 10th gained by Nathan Maurer. Both of them are running high. Maurer soon in drafting distance. 10 laps to go now. Down the backstretch into turn 3. Nathan Maurer and Cheeseman, those two have had fantastic races so far. And this is going to be an awesome finish. Sean Cheeseman, the Canadian. He has not yet won in his career, looking to get his first career win here at Chicagoland. He's high. And looks like that kind of helped him a bit. He gained 0.2 from Nathan Maurer now, as he is 0.7 of a second away. So we have 8 laps to go. Sean Cheeseman. Oh, Lord. As he is catching up to some lapped traffic in front of him. But Nathan Maurer, huge run out of turn 4. Huge time gained. This is going to be a race for the ages here, folks. I would not want you guys to miss this. Nathan Maurer now within drafting distance of the 76. 0.4 of a second back. Five laps to go, next time by at the line. Cheeseman trying to hold on for just a handful more laps. Can he do it? Nathan Maurer into the wall. Nathan Maurer gets into the outside wall. Losing time. Does he have enough time to catch back up? 5 laps to go now for Sean Cheeseman to get his first career victory. Every little mistake is gonna help the 76 car. Maurer might have enough time to catch up, but I'm kind of betting on Cheeseman now. As we're coming to 4 laps to go, 3 to go, next time by. Sean Cheeseman into 1 and 2. A second ahead of Nathan Maurer. The 20 car all the way down to the bottom of the apron, giving Sean all the room he needs. Uh-oh. We're coming to 2 to go, next time by. Nathan Maurer is now almost a second and a half away from Sean Cheeseman. Down the backstretch he goes. Sean Cheeseman is going to bring us to 2 to go. White flag next time by for the Canadian. Sean Cheeseman has not won a race in his career yet. He's been competitive week in and week out. Now it's time for his moments of fame. Into 3 and 4. Sean Cheeseman is going to take us to the white flag here at Chicago. As he heads into 1 and 2 for the final time. Nathan Maurer's nowhere in sight. 1.5 seconds back. Down the backstretch Cheeseman goes for the final time this race. Into 3 and 4 he goes. And Sean Cheeseman, the Canadian, is gonna win at Chicago. Sean Cheeseman is a Bonfire Premier Cup Series victor. The Canadian Sean Cheeseman is officially a Bonfire Racing League winner, and he's gonna burn it down. His first career win. He is excited. Sean Cheeseman, everyone. He was able to hold on for 20 laps. He gets his first win at Chicago. Your top 5 was Sean Cheeseman, Nathan Maurer, Chris Landrum, Sawyer Guerra, and Ryan Twinham. You got your first career win at Chicago. How do you feel?
It was a great race for me. I thought I was going to finish second to Nathan there. He came up on me pretty good, but he caught the wall at the end and good pit stops and a good race.
Do you think it was your pit strategy that was able to get you back out front towards the end of the race?
Yeah, definitely. I short pitted a little bit to get better tires, have a few extra laps of better tires than the guys, and it really worked out well for me.
You had a great race. Every week you have a great race, but now that you're finally able to get the win, do you think you'll be able to do this more often?
I hope so. These guys are quite good, and it's tough to win. You got a bunch of guys here like David and Nathan and Chris Landrum. Sorry, was really quick today. I thought he was going to have a really good race.
All right. Is there anyone you would like to thank on your victory here this morning?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you for broadcasting and the Puckett brothers for putting this on, and everybody in the race. Nice clean race. We had long green flag runs and great league to run in.
All right. Good luck next week. I think you guys are going to Dover next week, so that'll be fun to watch.
Thanks, Sean. You have a good day.
You too. All right, Nathan. With like 5 to go, you tapped the outside wall. That was unfortunate for you. Do you think if you wouldn't have hit it, do you think you would have caught up to him?
I'm going to rewind a little bit before that. If I would have slid through my pit box there on that last pit stop, I would have never hit that wall. I was pushing too hard trying to make up for that lost time there in my pit box. If I wouldn't hit the wall though, I don't know. It would have been hard to pass him, and I wouldn't have given the bumper or anything to move him out of the way. Me and him kind of checked out there. I think don't know how me and him got out so far. I don't know if it's because we were a lot faster entering pit road or what, but no, I'm going to say I would not have called him. I just don't think I would have been able to catch him there at the end.
You were making up a lot of time very quickly. Uh, do you think you had fresher tires than Cheeseman?
I don't know. Well, yeah, I mean, beginning of the race, I knew I was about the same amount of tires as everybody because we all started off with tires. We only had two sets.
Yeah.
And out there early on in what first or second lap, I got taken out. I thought the guy collected his car, but I guess wrong. He came down and took me out, so I had to use a faster pair. And no, I just ran a pretty high steering ratio and just saved my tires on the long run, and that's kind of what got me up there.
You could have gotten your second win this season after winning the Roval earlier this season. Do you think you'll be able to get another one later this season?
I don't even know what the schedule looks like. Put some short tracks on there, hopefully. Mile and a halfs are all right for me. I hate driving hot. Actually, Chicagoland is right up there with my least favorite track. Yeah, put some short tracks on there. Maybe I'll be able to grab another win.
All right. Well, you're going to Dover next week, so good luck there, and hope to see you up in the top 5 and maybe victory lane.
I hope so. Thank you, guys.
All right, Chris, you had a very competitive first half of the race, but after a little slide going into pit road, do you think that kind of screwed you over?
Yeah, entering the pits for me here has been my downfall. I think if I would have hit it cleanly, I could have stayed out front, and then I had to battle back pretty hard the second half.
You led a ton of laps earlier in the race. Do you think you could have gotten a better finish if you had a cleaner pit stop and maybe had some more experience entering pit road here?
Yeah, I think so. This track reminds me a lot of Las Vegas, and Las Vegas is one of my favorite tracks. If I would, like I said, if I would have hit that pit road pretty clean, stayed out in front, I saved my tires pretty well, and I was just pulling away from people, not to, brag. It just reminds me a lot like Las Vegas, and I think I could have stayed out in front, but Sean was pretty strong. Nathan was pretty strong in that second half. I was gaining on them, but I was trying to think of a pit strategy to get out in front of them, and Sean beat me to it because I was going to short pit, and once he pitted, I was like, well, I guess I got to stay out.
Do you think if you had short pitted before Cheeseman did, do you think you would have been able to hold it out front and hold off Nathan Maurer?
I don't know. Those two are pretty strong. It would have been a close race at the end. I will give them that.
All right, sounds good. Is there anyone you would like to thank?
I'd just like to thank you for putting on the broadcast. Puckett Brothers again for allowing me to race with them, and my sponsor Tim Horton. Second best coffee out there.
All right, good luck next week at Dover, buddy.
All right, thank you.
All right, you once again with the top 5 as usual. 5 weeks in a row you've gotten that top 5. Do you think you'll be able to continue this consistency throughout the season?
I think anything that's not short track, I have a pretty good chance of finishing the top 5. When it comes to short tracks, I'm just out for a Sunday drive.
I mean, it is Sunday morning, so I'll give you that. You had a pretty good race, pretty competitive too, running pretty much up front all race long. Any mistakes that probably could have gotten you a little higher?
Yeah, so on that last pit stop, I had a good entry going down pit road, trying not to speed, and just slid right through my box. Wasn't really paying attention. And I think if I wouldn't have slid through, I would have had a chance of getting third, because that cost me probably 2 or 3 seconds in pit lane.
A lot of people having issues on pit road. That's kind of surprising, but do you think you can have better luck next week at Dover? Maybe even get your first win as well?
I don't know about next week, but probably the week after that.
Alright, sounds good. Is there anyone you would like to thank?
Yeah, just want to thank you up in the booth and the Puckett Brothers for putting this on, and really just everybody in the league. Always clean racing. Very few cautions this season, which I'm probably going to jinx that by saying that, but just it's a fun league to be a part of, so thanks to everybody.
Alright, good luck next week at Dover.
Thanks. Have a good one.
Ryan, your first race with Bonfire Premier Cup. Do you think you'll return next week?
Yeah, it was a pretty good first impression. I woke up this morning and I was just scrolling through Facebook and I saw the guys had posted it on there, and I decided to jump up out of bed with about 5 minutes to spare, and I got in on time. It's a home track, so I was really hoping to run well.
You got a very good finish for your first race, top 5. Do you think you'll be able to do good next week at Dover?
You know what? Honestly, I can't stand Dover, so I'll probably be a bottom feeder there. I'll be running around the back. But Chicago's one of my favorites, and I had a good run going here. And then a couple things happened. I saw Nathan go flying by me just before the end of that first green flag pit stop, and I knew he would be the car to beat. And then the 9 car spun on pit road right in front of me, and I kind of lost a big chunk of time there, and I was just hoping for a caution to reset the field, and it never happened.
So it looks like you had a tough race, but you did manage to get a top 5. Good, congratulations on that. Do you think there's anything that you would have changed about this morning's race?
Well, 2 things. The first one, Sawyer and I were on the same pit strategy there, I noticed, and I think we would have been in the catbird seat if there were a late caution, as we were the last ones to pit with fresh tires. Other than that, although this is a fixed setup, there are little tinkers you could do to set it up for the long run, and I feel like I missed it just by a hair.
Alright, sounds great. Good luck next week at Dover. Is there anyone you would like to thank?
I appreciate you doing a nice little broadcast. I was listening to it while I was running out in no man's land, and you kept me entertained with the battle up front there, winding down the laps. I'd like to thank the boys who run the league, and definitely look forward to being back next week.
Alright, good luck.
Thank you.
Alright, that's going to conclude this morning's broadcast. If you did enjoy it, the link to join the league will be in the description below. BonfireRacingLeague.com. Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock is the Truck Series, but we also have the Sunday morning Cup race. And we'll see.